Hello there guys, welcome back to Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures. Now that you've seen the 529 video, I'm now going to show you now the 48 from West Bromwich all the way to Weoley Castle. Now, as you probably know, that I did an original version of this before, only between West Brom and Northfield. So now I'll show you the 48 towards Weoley Castle. I'll also include the 49 as well towards. I'm now going to also include the 49 from Rubery Great Park towards Solihull. So anyway, we're just heading towards Smethwick. So we're just coming out of West Bromwich. So we're coming out the West Bromwich area towards Weoley Castle, Smethwick. So we're now in Smethwick. Now, as you probably know, I normally do videos like these in the flesh. But at the moment, due to the current circumstances, I can't, I'm afraid. But however, I will make Joe's Bus Train Plane Lift Adventures continue to be a successful channel. So we're just heading West Brom towards Weoley Castle. Just heading via Smethwick. Now, as you know, the 48 actually does a similar concept version to the 202, which is the Halesome to Bromsgrove service, with all the twists and turns and all that, except this does not do Egg Hill Lane. Well, in the direction to Weoley Castle, I would have thought that this service would have gone up the Egg Hill Lane, but now it wouldn't have gone up Egg Hill. Not like what the 202 does, because the 202 is the only route that climbs that Egg Hill Lane. 202 is the only one that goes on Egg Hill Lane. The others don't. Well, the 49, it goes on part the Egg Hill Lane, but then turns over towards the Frog Mill, and I will be showing you that on the 49 video when I get to Solihull. Because what I'll do, I'll start in Solihull and then go and then show you the bit towards Egg Hill. I'll also show you the West Bromwich 49, the one that goes towards Bearwood via Brandall. And this all, at the moment, this reminds me of the 13A, which goes from Blackheath to Birmingham, which used to be known as the old 127. If you remember the old 127 days, and also the 13B and all that. So we're just heading towards right. So we're now at Beach Lane. So quite a few stuff here at Beach Lane. So we shall soon be arriving in Bearwood. Bearwood? That doesn't mean there's bears in the wood. And I'm just saying as a figure of speech. So here we are, just approaching Bearwood town centre, just by the Argos. So anyway, here we are in Bearwood right now. There's quite a few shops here in Bearwood. So anyway, here we are in Bearwood. As you know, we're joined with the 9 service from Stourbridge and the X10, and those services go via Hales Owen. So we're heading down over towards Norfield right now. So anyway, we're now approaching into Harborne. Harborne. So this is the Harborne area right now. So anyway, here we are approaching Harborne, and we'll be soon arriving at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. Now, Harborne used to be the terminus of the old 004 route from Merry Hill, because Harborne used to have a 004 route, and Merry Hill used to have a Harborne route. Same went with Stourbridge, but you only have the 19 from Dudley now. So the two Black Country towns have lost it. Only Halesowen and Dudley survive. Well, Merry Hill's not a Black Country. It's not a town. It's just a shopping centre in the town of Briar Hill and Dudley. So anyway, we're just approaching Harborne area right now, so we'll be turning right and then heading towards the Queen Elizabeth Hospital and the BMI Priory Hospital in Edgbaston. So we shall soon. So anyway, we're nearly at the QE Hospital. So, as you know, I have done a few twists and turns. So, even though that won't be in my online video, but all depends. Anyway, here we are approaching the Queen Elizabeth Hospital right now. So this is the QE in Selly Oak, so we're just approaching Selly Oak. And also you got the 76 that comes and goes from here. So here we are at the QE Hospital here in Harborne, Birmingham. And the next part we'll show you is the Northfield bit. Right then, we're just departing the QE Hospital and we are heading towards Northfield and on to Weoley Castle. So we'll be going on to Weoley Castle just after we approach Northfield. So we're heading towards Northfield. But first, we're going to call into Cotteridge. So the first port of call we're heading for is Kings Norton and Cotteridge. And this also goes past the iconic Cadbury's chocolate factory. So anyway, here is the old Sainsbury's supermarket just right there. It's all now boarded up because Sainsbury's has moved over the road. So anyway, we're now going to turn right and we're on the Bristol Road South and heading towards Northfield. Well, first things, Cotteridge. So as you know, this is the 38. And also you've got the nearby Selly Manor, which is also another popular attraction. So let's just show you, showing you a bit of Harborne, Selly Oak, sorry, because Selly Oak comes under most of the Holborn area. So anyway, we're now heading down towards Cotteridge right now, Bourneville. As you know, Bourneville is just nearby here. Now, you probably know Bourneville College is actually Longbridge. It should have been known as not Cadbury College. Why am I saying that? Longbridge College or South Birmingham College or Rubric College. So anyway, there's Cadbury Royal just right there. So anyway, we're just heading towards Cotteridge. 21 minutes to get to Cotteridge. And then, as you know, this covers most parts of the cross city line. Only Harborne doesn't have a... Harborne's one of the only stations in one of the only areas in Birmingham without a train line. Kings Norton, well, Cotteridge doesn't have a station, but named Kings Norton, but it doesn't have a station on its own right. So anyway, here we are at Kings Norton, just right by Kings Norton Station. So this is Kings Norton Station on the Cross City Line. So then, we're now leaving Kings Norton and going all the way to Weoley Castle. So we're on our way to Weoley Castle right now. So now at the Walkers. So now at Walkers Heath. So at Walkers Heath right now. And on the Sharon Road. Now I do apologise if I was going off road. Now as you can tell, here's all the houses here. So this does remind you a bit of the 202. The Bromsgrove towards Halesoe in service because of all these little slopes and all that. As you know, I like the slopes and even the scenery here. Just looks a similar version with the 202. Towards Bromsgrove. So it does do a similar version, twists and turns at a bit of a hill bit, but however this is not as fast as, you don't get much flash on this route compared to the 202 when you got Egg Hill Lane on, but this does do a bit of a similar version of the 202. As you know, I really enjoyed the 202 route, and I will be doing the 202 when all this COVID pandemic comes to an end. It might be one of my first videos. Who knows? We'll have to see when the COVID situation improves. So we are just approaching. Without a doubt, things will get back to normal soon. So anyway, as you can tell, we are doing a similar kind of version with the 202. So we're in Hawksley now. So as you see, it does a similar version with the 202. Yeah, it's a shame that the 48 never doesn't do Eggill Lane towards Norfield, but it would have been nice if they did it. If I went on Eggill Lane, then that meant it'd be easy to like compete. But however, Diamonds just do the 202 anyway. So anyway, we're now on a bit of a rural setting. It's very rare. I didn't know that you get countrysides on the 48. So the Man on the Moon, which is like a sizzling hub. So anyway, we're going up the Lily End. So here we are at West Heath Island. So we're now over the West Heath area. So 48, it does do a lot of detours around these different parts of the areas, like with the likes of Cotteridge and even with the likes of Cotteridge and even and all that kind of stuff. Now this is one of the complicated ones. These U-turns here. So anyway, we're now approaching Norfield right now. So we just arrived at Norfield. So we're just approaching the town of Norfield, and Norfield should be approaching anytime soon. So anyway, here we are arriving at Norfield now. So here we are in Norfield. So anyway, here we are, just arriving in Norfield. So we're now going to take the left turn and then heading on towards Weoley Castle. So Weoley Castle should be approaching any minute now. So anyway, here we are en route to Weoley Castle. So then, here we are arriving at just coming towards Weoley Castle nearly. So we shall soon be doing the U-turn. So we're doing the U-turn, and so anyway, just heading onwards to Weoley Castle. anyway, here we are at the part of Norfield. So then just going along the Blackhaines Road and heading toward Weoley Castle. So we shall soon be arriving at Weoley Castle, which will be the final destination for the service. So then, just now heading on into the approach for Weoley Castle, which will be the final destination for the service. And so anyway, we're just doing a bit of So anyway, here we are at the terminus, Weoley Castle.